Well, good afternoon everybody, welcome to the cockpit again. We're in Flight Sim 2020 this time, in the A320neo Viper jet. There she is in all her glory. So we just started our descent. We left Gatwick a little while ago in some horrible weather. We're headed for Zagreb. I did a review on the Zagreb scenery, those of you might have seen it. And we've just started our descent coming down for 39,000 feet. Got a bit bumpy over the mountains, but the weather's clear at Zagreb, so it should be a nice approach, hopefully, if the stim behaves itself. So we're about 70 miles away and descending from 39,000 feet going down to 8,000, and today it's ILS runway 22 approach. Winds are calm, about 5 knots. I'll put up the latest weather in a minute. Lovely view of the mountains there, the hills outside the cockpit. Now for some reason this aircraft is bombing down, so let's engage vertical speed and let's bring this back to what it should be, which is about 2,400 feet a minute. Vertical speed is engaged. There we are. So we don't want to come down too fast too quickly. Lovely view out of the passenger window there. So looking good so far. Could be a bit tight on the fuel, but we'll see. I realistically want to land with about 2 tons or more in the tanks. So as I said, it's runway 22 today. Clear weather, not much wind about. We're online with VATSIM, as you can see. I don't expect to have to divert to Split, which is 237 miles away. That's our alternate today, so I don't see any issues there. So 50 miles away we should be okay with the fuel actually. But I've got to make sure is that the descent goes okay and hopefully the simulation behaves itself, and if all goes well we'll make a manual landing. And those of you who haven't seen it, Airsoft have just brought out Zagreb for Flight Sim 2020. I just reviewed it. It was the video is up already. Used a helicopter as well to have a look round it. It's another stunning Airsoft product. They've done a lovely job. It's definitely a buyer. I bought mine basically as soon as I saw it came out. Decided I'd review it. It's a lovely airport. Done a great job on the terminal buildings and the outlying environment around the field. Looks wonderful. So the passengers are in, strapped in, because you can see we've had some turbulence. Actually we've had a bit of turbulence as we came over the mountains, and we're still getting bumped a bit. So they're safely strapped in. No changes need to be made there. It's a beautiful sight up here, isn't it? Just love being in a cockpit, don't you? So as before, we're in the experimental version, but I'm probably going to change to the development version shortly, because I believe they're going to be discontinuing the experimental version, and all the additions and bits and pieces will be put into the development version. So to be honest, I have experienced issues trying to get a flight plan into this. I had to do it manually because I cannot get it in the normal way. So a little over 2.5 tons of fuel left. All the fuel is transferred from the outer tanks, as you can see there's 0 here, and seems to be that this version has also cured the little imbalance bug they had. I was often getting fuel imbalances here between the two main tanks, and I wasn't sure if you could open the cross feed here and whether it worked. Last time I tried it, it crashed the sim. So we're going to start bringing the speed back, because we've only got 8 miles until the speed reduction. 230 knots is the speed restriction. Checked. Now that below is stunning, is it not? So we're bringing the speed off as much as we can. Lovely view out of the window there. So speed brake's full. At the moment we're not really bringing it down very much. So we're going to go down to 3,000, which is the lowest. So I'm going to bring that up. This will help, hopefully help the speed disappear off. Yep, it's coming back quite nicely. I really want the speed off. That's okay, looking good. Okay, coming up on 11,000 now, so we'll put the lights on. And we'll set the QNH, which is 1021 set. Right, I'm going to go into heading mode. ILS on, there it is. Ah, boy. So 200 knots for the turn. So 5,500 feet. looking good. That looks a lot better. It's going to add a 180. So down to 4,000 now. Checked. Checked. Bring it back a bit more. 170. Should be nice for us. Speed brake for a minute. Off. Okay, right base. 130. Okay, arm the localizer. $160. So we maintain 4,000. Okay, come right, heading 160 for the ILS, please. Actually make it 150. Checked. Okay, localizer, here we go. Coming across. Zagreb traffic, Viperjet 771 has the localizer, runway 22, Zagreb, number 1 for landing. Hasn't quite captured the localizer, it's just undershot it a bit, but and there is the runway. So we'll just wait for her to line up properly, which it should do any minute. Looking good so far. Okay, so we arm the approach, which is checked. Gear down, please. Okay, there's the everything's looking cool. Okay, down we go. So 5,500 feet for the missed approach. Checked. Okay. Zagreb traffic, Viperjet 771, fully established, runway 22. Final approach now, number 1 for landing. So looking good so far. So let's do a nice slow approach. Flap 3. Flaps full, please. Thank you. Speed brake is armed. Okay, landing checklist. It's okay, landing gear is down. We have 3 white lights. Flaps are full. Speed brake is armed. Auto brake medium. Missed approach altitude is set. And we have the runway in sight.
2,500.
Checked. Decision height is 200 feet today. After landing, it'd be a left turn off the runway to parking. Cabin's ready. Just ding the passengers again. Cabin crew seats for landing, please. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? There's the river. Outer marker, checked. Coming up on 1,000 feet, stand by. Check.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
So lovely day, welcome to Zagreb. See if we can make a jetway work. Yep, it works. And the door's open too. Well, there you go, folks. Welcome to Zagreb. Hope you enjoyed the flight, descent, approach and landing. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. It helps my channel and just gets me a few more subscribers. And if there's anything you'd really like me to do in Flight Sim 2020 or in P3D, please leave me a note in the comments. I'll always answer them. I have a website, VirtualAirlinePilot.org. Pop along there to find out a bit more about me. I release a video every weekend, at least one, sometimes more. Usually on a Saturday around midday, although sometimes I release them in the week, but mainly at the weekend. We're doing a helicopter series in the Okavango Delta in Botswana and Africa at the moment that you might enjoy, and as well as the adventure flights that I do here. So thank you once again for joining me, and I look forward to hooking up with you again in the next video. So it's Lee, Virtual Airline Pilot, saying goodbye for now.